Often agencies don't want to commit to be down here, so we have to do it ourselves. It becomes dirt road from Jamesburg until you get here.
Just a sense of trust, in this crew, in this Dharma Rain system. I do believe from my training that it's a defensible space. It's been successfully defended in the past. I got the knock on my door when I was up at Green Gulch at 2:30 a.m. There's fire a mile away from Tassajara. Grab your bag and get going.
The Willow Fire, day 5. I've been here for all those 5 days, of course, because I live here. It's been my whole life. I can tell you that I've started pumps. I can tell you that I've set pumps up. We have crew meetings twice, if not 3 times a day, where we talk about what everyone's doing and how they're feeling and how we can work together. We have a quarter-mile long campus, which we've divided into 5 divisions from Alpha through Echo. So every one on our crew, the juniors on our crew are assigned a division, and that's our span, that's our place to really take ownership of this communal place we live together in. And each division has its own, like a 20 horsepower Honda engine that ties into a pump. We have 4 of them, and one division has a series of smaller pumps. But yeah, we're so lucky and blessed to have this creek that's right there. So we're pulling water from the creek to power our standpipes, to power our sprinkler system.
I'm soaking wet because I've been walking around unclogging sprinklers on rooftops from Dharma Rain for the last 2 hours while we've been running. And
Well, the sprinkler system, if you turn it on for long enough, it creates a kind of microclimate unto itself. Right now it kind of feels, like a balmy San Francisco day. It also creates kind of a defensive shield against basically the threat of embers or hot ash that can drift away from tens of miles away from an active fire.
We have an obscene amount of fire extinguishers around. Like, we pretty much have them set up so if you're not looking down, you're going to be tripping over one within a few steps. So I think that's just, if all else fails, just empty a fire extinguisher. There's a saying, it goes something like, you should practice as if your hair is on fire. So, it's not quite our hair, but I think that kind of I think the fire in a lot of ways has been really energizing for our practice. It's like putting it to use.
You read the firefighting monks.
monks, yeah.
While you were in Italy. Tell me a little bit about the surrealness of now being a firefighting monk.
Through my time at Zen Center, it has felt as if the causes and conditions of my life, which is what we study here, of my life and all things, have just fully supported me to support this temple and this sangha and this practice. It feels like this natural flow of the stream that all of my training has led me to this point.
So at that point, pretty much our whole thing is just going to be... I think a wildfire is just a great example of just one of the tenets of Buddhism, which is impermanence. I mean, that's just the reality that we're faced with all the time. And so a fire over the ridge makes that very clear. I think a lot of times we can avoid the reality of of change of our lives. Something like death. Having a fire over there, it just, yeah, it just makes it a little bit more real. If we attach to these material buildings and do something reckless to try and save something, that's when we're going to get hurt. Firefighter retreat coming up in January, offering the ability to come and practice to firefighters and to get a taste of what this practice could bring to their lives.
We're not just some guy's ranch. We're we're a spiritual nexus for thousands of people. So it's an honor to defend this place.